La transparence fiscale, nous avons beaucoup progressé, mais elle n'est pas encore définitivement assurée. Donc nous, ce que nous voulons, c'est très simple, c'est de pouvoir nommer les États qui ne respectent pas leurs engagements en matière de transparence fiscale. Parce que comme cet échange de renseignements, il est vital pour garantir l'efficacité de la lutte contre l'évasion fiscale, si des États ne veulent pas donner les données qui sont nécessaires, ne veulent pas faire la transparence nécessaire, eh bien nous nommerons ces États. C'est une proposition de l'OCDE et la France soutient cette proposition.
It's our job as journalists to tell the truth and to report the truth. I think we play a vital role in keeping governments accountable and keeping corporations accountable, keeping individuals accountable to pay their fair share of tax. I think it's more important than ever to recognize that journalists do have a role to play in increasing tax transparency.
Well, transparency in matters of taxation is not only important for Luxembourg, it's important for all the countries around the planet. Also, thanks to the improvement of reputation, our financial center is developing very well. And so maybe this is counterintuitive, but transparency has helped us a lot.
Countries like ours with low income tax or zero income tax are seen as tax havens, as we've been labeled over the years. And the transparency and the cooperation that the Global Forum facilitates helps us to change that view, and it enhances the reputation of the country as a result.
The Global Forum was dramatically transformed when we moved it from not just OECD members and financial centers, but we expanded it also to the rest of the world, which was really interested in having this kind of information, this kind of transparency, and this kind of tax cooperation. That was key.
La transparence fiscale est importante, premièrement pour les ressources de l'État, deuxièmement pour l'équité, troisièmement parce que s'il n'y a pas une transparence fiscale, c'est qu'il y a la possibilité que l'argent qui n'entre pas dans les caisses de l'État soit utilisé à des fins illicites. L'Afrique, c'est la première victime de l'évasion fiscale et du transfert illicite de l'argent. Dernière évaluation, c'est 80 milliards de dollars annuellement qui sortent de l'Afrique du fait de cette non-transparence.
The work of the Global Forum is very helpful in sharing information, sharing best systems, best policies in the world in order for us to make sure that there isn't financial illicit outflows out of Africa. And our task now is to make sure that we prevent the continuous illicit financial flow out of Africa.
We need to go back to the history of tax collection in Uganda. Way back in 1986, the tax collection was very, very small. But after the government transformed the tax body into an authority, there has been tremendous increase in the revenue collection in the country. And that has been partly because of the systems that have been put in place, but also because of what we have also been able to learn from OECD and other countries as well.
What I wish for the Global Forum is that in continuing the transparency work, it ensures that medium and smaller sized economies get some immediate, medium and short-term benefit out of this so that we keep the confidence in the process.
Parece que en estos últimos 10 años, una de las cosas importantes que ha sido uno de los grandes aportes del Foro Global, ¿no? Es que está demostrando cómo la cooperación internacional, el multilateralismo, puede ayudarnos a nosotros a resolver problemas muy importantes, no solo a nivel mundial, a nivel regional, sino a nivel de nuestros propios países.
Countries must be very proud of what they have done together, but now some challenges remain and we must address them. One of these challenges is the beneficiary ownership concept that represents who's behind the banking accounts, the shareholders, the financial information. We really need to go beyond the first line and see who's there, who's the ultimate beneficiary. Another challenge that we are facing is the automatic exchange of information. We have started the process. Countries are more and more getting used to it, but there is still a need to monitor this process to ensure that it's properly implemented and that all the information that needs to be shared, and that it remain confidential. We need to provide more assistance and to support the countries in the way they progress in passing their laws and implementing the standards, adapting their practice, their culture, and making full use of this information.